already removed the module and secondary module bay, as well as the goggle strap to make life easier. What tools do we need? We need some, just a second, we need some knife or tweezers, or in my case it's more like a weeding tool for removing all the unnecessary parts from the wrap. We need some credit card, or like you see here, a special card for vinyl wrapping. You need to treat your goggle with isopropyl alcohol, which I have here. I diluted this to 70%, so it's not so aggressive on the plastic. Just put something on a lint-free cloth, put the alcohol aside, and rub your goggle off so it's degreased, and the sticker actually sticks. Cannot stick on greasy surfaces. Okay, do not forget the back side here. Put it aside. Module also go into the edges. Don't miss this here. All the exposed sides on the outside. So let's put them aside as well. So what do we wrap it in? Today we will use this wrap from nxgraphics. So let's start with the boring part, getting rid of the unnecessary things. You can either use a knife with a pointed tip. Like you see on the inside, there's those extra parts. Get rid of it. I actually like to use this weeding tool. As said, it's just a pair of tweezers that broke apart, and also the pointy bit here is a bit bent since it did fall down once. So I can really just pick in there and lift the vinyl. Very comfortable. So take whatever you got. It's the easy part. Did I miss something? Now the fun part comes. Here are those small dots. There's often you just slightly shift it around and then punch it. I use this sticky side of the other vinyl parts that are already weeded out to collect those dots so they don't go anywhere. Let's start actually with the easiest part, which is the secondary module bay. This is this part here. Let's get it from this side. You see it has a lot of small slots to avoid vinyl bunching up and hard edges. When you just pull it off and rip it like that, you'll rip it here. So be careful. Check the back side, it's clean. And now we start applying. We start in this corner, in the top corner, top rear corner. Align it exactly. And then do not fix it, do not push it hard, and then we align it on the back edge. You can lift it off and correct if needed, like for me. Okay, it's aligned. Now I pull it off again and press with my finger all the air out in the center section. Now on the top section and on the bottom section as well. Very nice. Now comes the flat part here. Actually just slightly pulled it now to get that down to the corner. Just with two thumbs apply a bit of pull. Perfect. Perfect. The center part, and then on the rear part, on bottom part, sorry, and here on the top part. Okay. Next piece is this here, and the module cover. Do not pull hard on this one. It will lengthen and you will have a hard time then fixing it. You can try with heat to shrink it back again, but be careful with this piece. So here we start on the rear top edge again, align it, you'll have it here on the edge precisely and here on this edge. Then we go on the top for the big sticky piece. Slight pressure in case we have to correct something. I hardly touched it. Then here a line on the top piece. Okay, this worked, and I stick to the small piece. That's wonderful. Careful when you have to remove it. So, next step, get this small piece, align it on the corner, and a bit far in. That's good for now. I hold it with this finger, slightly correct it. Then I take my squeegee tool and press down. Hard to do with the fingers in here. Get all the air out. Okay. Then we get to this piece, align with the corner, Put it down. We have a little bit of play here, no issue. Just make a small bunch here, yeah. Make sure that you first treat the corner. You do not want the vinyl built up here in the corner. Just even it out, and then go with your finger for the bunched up part. It will spread out properly and all is good. Here we're a little bit off. Just pull it in the right direction and we're done with the bottom piece. Press firmly. You can use your squeegee. To make sure everything's sitting properly. Now we use the part we weeded out before. We align it here on these holes. I'll actually remove this so you have a better contrast, hopefully. I aim for the 2 holes and all the small ones. I have to check. Yeah, this sits perfect. Press down on here. Check it out. I didn't fix it up here. Yeah, I want to be able to realign it if needed. So let's get this out of the way. So check the bottom holes. Okay, they are aligned. Fine. Fix the center part. Then go for the corner. Press hard down on the corners. And then the flat part that goes below. Here, just press down on the corner again. Corner, press hard on the corner, and then apply the flat part. So, now for this piece, slightly off as I have seen. Okay, perfect. So, this can go fixed. This can go fixed. Here we are also slightly off. It's just perfectly normal. And I did miss to weed out one point, it seems. Yeah. I'll just peek it through. This is actually not only an option here on the module cover. You cannot do this on the main part for the goggles. So then put it around the edge and apply with firm pressure. Use your squeegee or credit card to get into the recesses. Now for the last piece of the module cover. Go around the corner. Apply with pressure. That's it. First 2 parts are done. So now for the goggle. We'll start with the side part. Also here, be careful and taking it off. So this is on the secondary on the right side. We apply it that way that we align this corner here, where my index finger is, with this line here over the power plug, and it needs to sit flush here on the edge as well. It's hard to do for the camera, so it will be here. And also this nose on top. Bit of wrong angle. Yep, that's it. Then apply it on this side. Now let's go. Can't see anything. Excuse me. Here, the top piece sitting where it should be. Always remember, push down on the corners before you do the flat pieces. Afterwards we'll treat this with heat, so the glue is activated. So looks like this. As I said, we started aligning this edge here, and also this pointy nose part. So let's go for the other side. Careful. There's also a very thin piece, as you see. Be careful not to stretch this. Okay, something did fall down. I hope you can see it. So what I do now, this cutout, align this cutout with the vinyl, and also check that this fits properly. Put it slightly down, align corners, put it down. Perfect. Now again for this part, wrap it around the corner, push flat, that's it. Good, now for the fun part. We now do the top piece. Oh, I missed the Orqa logo. So check here that everything that has to go was already removed. Pull it off. Careful, as always. Now, you need some precise alignment now. So, best is to take it in both hands like this. Hold your goggles with the remaining fingers. And now, align for the buttons. This is the coarse alignment. And then align for the holes. They match precisely. Have to remove the view from you. Okay, then put it slightly down. Take your thumb, just gently, yeah, so you can check it out. Actually, I did align it wrong. No problem. Remove it again. This is why you only apply with gentle pressure. Now we should be good. Yes. As you can see, it's perfectly aligned with the holes. So first, fix this center piece. Push down. Go here from the middle to the outside of this flap, then lift off again. Try to see if you match here these corners perfectly. We actually do, so this time I really managed to align it properly. And then first take this piece, push it down with your fingers, lift up so you do not trap any air. So we're done with this part. Now for the other side, same game. Pull it up. See if you align properly. I can't see anything. I have to move the goggle for a second. Yes, it aligns with the corner. Check for this corner here, or this corner here. Perfect indication if you did it right. Then also those buttonholes align. And go from the inside to the outside to remove all the air. Good. Next piece. Here we go for the corner again. Align the Orqa logo and the corner. And then go to the inside. Next part, no Orqa logo to align, but we have this straight edge here on the side, so put it down here first. Of course, know the game, always push down on the corners. Nice, huh? Only missing the bottom side. Careful. Especially here, yeah? When you pull it off like this, you'll rip it hard. So when you get here, just move from the other side and then pull it off. So we have here this pointy bit. We align this. We had aligned this. Come on. I'm aligning it here on the center piece. Then go over here, align it with that corner. Push down here. And the corner aligns. It should actually fall perfect in position. Here, corners first, then push down, and finally this flap here. We'll activate the glue in a second. Actually, I missed here. There was a bit of air. Now for the other side. Same game. Check if it's aligned. See it, sorry. I misaligned it because I looked from the wrong angle. Okay, now it perfectly fits, so I push hard. Pull this slightly off. Down. On the edge. And we're done. So, take my squeegee and press down once again. Especially here, it's hard to hit with your fingers. Actually, take the hard side for this. Now we can really apply pressure. This pressure and heat activates the glue. Okay, so heat gun action. I'll use my big heat gun, but it's also okay to just use a hairdryer. Have to plug it in. Do not go crazy on the temperature. You do not want to reflow your goggles, and obviously don't point with the hot air on your optics or something like that. Yeah, just we want to activate the glue. So I went for, I hope you can see, 130 degrees Celsius on the air, so I can even put my hand in front, it's not so bad. It's like a normal hairdryer, a bit hotter maybe. And what we do now, we go over a part. As said, we do not want to reflow it, we only want to activate the glue. Yeah? So we heated it and then push down again firmly. This makes the glue really sticky. We do not want to reflow our goggles, we only want to activate the glue. So if it's uncomfortable for your hands, it's most likely also uncomfortable for your goggles. So be careful. And just really press down on all the corners, all the flat pieces. I do now top piece first. Good indication if you did it right is The Orqa goggles do have a very slight texture. If you see the texture, or see if you can recognize that there would be something below it, that it's not a completely flat surface, then it's perfectly fine. So we did the top part. Now let's go for the front. Bottom part. As said, no crazy reflow action. Easy with the heat. When you can't stand the heat with your hand, it's most likely too hot. Especially on the corners, press down on the corners straight from the top. Go for this side part now. The other side part, starting with the bottom like on the other side. I'll do the corner separately to make sure it really sticks. I wasn't there with heat. So now for the top piece. I think I did it twice actually. Okay. Good. Let's do not forget about those two fellas. Warm it up. Press down firmly. In the areas that are hard to reach, I use my squeegee to press down firmly. On the others, just the fingers. Good enough. Want to get in that corner. Perfect. We're done wrapping our Orqa goggle. And just put the heater aside. So, final assembly. Let's take our module again, put it in there. Press the clips on both sides so it's easy to snap it in. When you just try to wiggle it around, like you insert on the bottom and then try to insert on top, it hardly ever works. So best is to apply some pressure on both sides. Okay, now that I said it didn't work, zack, like that. And we have done a beautiful, beautiful goggle wrap. I hope this helps you a little. I hope this helps you a little bit. Cannot emphasize enough. Do not overdo it with the heat. We're not trying to reflow the goggles. We just want to activate the glue so it sticks better. So have fun. The website you want to know is nxgraphics.ca or folienrabe.at. Bye bye. Thank you.